What is going on, YouTube? This is AJ playing Final Fantasy XI online. On the Cat's Eye. We don't need Koru. On the CatsEyeXI private server, if I didn't finish that. I found out why I didn't know anything about regeneration, and I'd actually kind of want to see if we can equip it, because it is a level 78 spell. Wow, we have 20 spots. Yeah, we can't. Level 78. There we go. Okay. Well, we can't. That's okay. MP cost 212. Yeah, that ain't happening. TP bonus to chain affinity. Maximum. Earth Pounder. I still don't think we've... maybe we saw Death Scissors once? So one of the reasons, and I mentioned that we were going to eventually unlock Dancer. One of the reasons you do that is, I think on this server, not on all servers that have Dancer available, Dancer will give you dual wield as well. I know that Wings has Dancer, but their Dancer does not provide dual wield. But I think this one does, because I saw a Dancer, a blue Mage Dancer, that had a dual wield. And one of the reasons is they actually have a... Well, Dancer's nice because I think it may be slightly more evasion than Ninja. I could be wrong. I know that Thief has the most evasion. I think Dancer might have the second most, and then Ninja the third. But you also get you would get access to a geez, I forgot the name of it, but it's a dance that costs no TP. Most of the dance numbers you could do as a dancer will cost you TP. But a free TP move is a Sneak and Invisible, which Ninja has Sneak and Invisible, but you have to get tools for that, and then you have to cast it. It's pretty immediate when you have the Dancer one, and then you have Dancer is able to regenerate mana and health pretty easily just from melee attacks. They have Evoke, and they have like evasion down on a mob, which would be pretty good for some content. Basically, you'd be looking at... Oh my gosh, Death Scissors. Please let us learn this. Oh no, double. It's gonna happen again. We got the double Death Scissors, so that means we're not going to get it. Ooh, that's a first. It's a first, ladies and gentlemen. It is a first. Let's just make sure we don't have, like, 9. No, we have 6. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a first. Can you believe it? It's okay. Come on. Lay down. My dog came downstairs. I don't know. I thought I closed the gate. I have a gate to my office. Because I have an infant. And if I'm at work and my infant gets down here, it's one of those things where I don't know if anybody has their own child, they could probably attest to it. If they get their hands on a keyboard and a mouse, they can do things that you didn't know were possible. Like he was just slamming the keyboard and something came up that I've never seen. It looked like code. I'm like, how are you coding at 2 years old? It's amazing. Go out and make some money for me. Piper, what do you... My dog's name is Piper. Piper, what are you eating on the stairs? Okay, so we should probably just go over there. Where are we gonna go next? I think, should we go? Let's go fight some imps. What do you think? I think we go crazy and we go to do some... no, do we go to the... Let's go up north. Let's get some revenge. Let's get some revenge on the people that killed us. Oh no. Never mind. Let's get some revenge. I mean, we have so many. Yeah. I'm not even sure what else is up there. So maybe not. But I don't even know it's in Ot Urgan either. Yeah, let's go to the range. Oogla Boogla range. So we broke the streak. That's awesome. We broke the streak of... whenever a mob hit us with the... We need to get... Yeah, we should... we're gonna go there. Maybe we go get... what is it? All eyes on me? Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. Or maybe we just do it here. Let's see if we can't try to start to do it here. These have got to be pretty okay, like they're not... Yeah. A little bit late on that one. I think these guys have 4 or 5 different TP moves. Oh no. One moment. Sorry about that, I'm back. I heard some running and I thought it was the infant. Thought he had escaped the crib. Maybe the leech sword is a little bit too much. Scary shield. Nope, wrong way. So, going off, what is it, 2 episodes ago, what happened last night? We're talking about work. And I'm not going to talk about work this time. I'm talking about work basically in general, not my work. How about that? Because, and I don't know the age, because I'll be honest, I've gotten more views on my video than I thought I would. I'm very happy about it. Hope people are enjoying it. Very, very happy about it. Because again, I just started a month and like 10 days ago. I never thought I would be doing this. Not in a million years. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, so hopefully you are too. But I don't know what my audience is. YouTube doesn't really, for somebody as small as a channel as I am, they don't really give you hardcore demographics. Get some. Like, apparently the US is my #1, but Japan is, and this is according to the metrics or whatever, is my #2 audience, and that's awesome. If you're from Japan and you're watching this, hello. Hello, Japan. Everything that I know about your country seems wonderful. And I would say that I would like to visit one day, but that would be a lie. I couldn't imagine. That's got to be 10, 12-hour plane ride. Same with Australia. Like, you see pictures of Australia and you're like, oh, that's amazing. It's a day of your life on a plane. I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass on that. But I kind of want, like, and this is directed to both the young and the old. What it is that I don't know what generation you are, but my generation was basically told, if you don't go to college, you are a loser. If you don't go to college and get this job where you're going to be making $100,000 a year, you're a loser. Like, that was, I mean, maybe it wasn't said exactly like that, but it was very much implied. So I know that myself included, and many of my friends went to a 4-year school, got degrees. I didn't get a degree. My story is a little bit different. And I'll go into more of my story later on. Ooh, that's a problem. I was going to say that would have been a problem if I didn't evade. I left school in the middle of my junior year, and I think I had a 3.7 GPA for my college career. I actually had a 4.0 through freshman, through sophomore, and halfway through junior year I had a 4.0. And it's not because I'm smart, it's because I just outworked everybody. I outworked people. And that's kind of my the theme of, you know, like, my life and my advice to people is that you don't have to be smarter than everybody. You don't have to be, you know, the best at your job. You just need to outwork everybody else. If you do that, then, you know, what your goal is going to be a lot easier to attain if you just outwork people. Because, let's be honest here, you know, the average person that you're looking at out there is looking to do the bare minimum. At my current job, it isn't my dream job, no. You hear, I've probably bitched about it, you know, for at least an hour on these videos. Is it the perfect job? No, but it pays well enough to support my family. And you could see that there are people that do the same job as me in my company and in other companies too, and they're very, very happy to do enough to not get fired, enough to just be like, okay, well, I'm here, you know, I show up for work every day, I'm not late, I just don't do as much as AJ does. And you know what? It probably, you know, I never wish anybody gets fired. I don't want anybody to get fired from any job. Losing your income is the worst thing that could happen to a person, I think. I mean, other than a terrible illness, but losing your income it's happened to me. We talked about it last night when I got laid off and or fired from jobs. It's debilitating. So I don't wish it on anybody. But I'm going to do everything I can to outwork you. Everything I can to outwork you. I'm going to make it so that if the upper management, the vice presidents, and the AVPs, and the SVPs, and all the Ps, they're looking at me, and they're looking at 10 other people, I want them to say, no matter what happens, we're keeping him. So I do everything I can to stand out. I do everything to outwork people. But anyway, back to the college thing. Again, and I don't know if they've changed the narrative. Maybe they have since I've been in school. But it was always college, college, college. If you don't go to college, you're a loser. You know, I left college my junior year to join that company that I was saying last night that everybody in the world, if you say the company's name, they know. And ended up getting laid off. I left school to join them. They were at the campus and they were recruiting people. So I joined them. I said to myself, I actually went to college later on in life. Much later on in life, actually. And I thought to myself, I need to start making money. Like, it's dire that I need to start making money. So I joined them. But I'm looking at my friends who went to school much younger than me, and many of them. And they went to school and they were told, hey, go get a degree in something that you love and that you're interested in. And if I would tell you the amount of people that decided to go for a psychology degree, because why? That's an amazing, like you see in movies and TV shows, and even just the thought of it. That'd be amazing if I could just talk to somebody and help them, and maybe, you know, I could get my PhD, and if then I could be a psychiatrist. I think the psychiatrist is the one that can prescribe meds, and then I could really, you know, prescribe meds to the people that just really, really need it. Oh, okay, he used it at least. But eyes on me is what we're looking for. But I mean, when you think about it, geez. Have you ever been to a psychiatrist or psychologist? I mean, you think of their office is nice and cozy. It's calming, and if that was your life every day, and you're helping people, that'd be amazing. Well, I think that probably tens of thousands of people thought the same thing, and a psychology degree became, you know, as Dave Ramsey would say, it became just about as useful as a left-handed puppetry degree. The amount of people that I knew that went to 4-year schools and spent tens of thousands of dollars, if not up to $100,000. They were legitimately working at, you know, Walmart. They were working mowing lawns after college. Didn't matter their GPA, didn't matter whatever, where they went to school. They were simply not, there was not enough jobs in the field. But you'd be a loser if you didn't go to college. So I had to go. And then I was told to go and do something that interests me. Oh, okay. Well, that interests me. Well, now you have your 4-year degree. You've got $85,000 in debt. And I'm mowing lawns on the weekend. And I'm working at data entry during the week to try to pay off these student loan debts that I took out to go to college because I didn't want to be a loser. Now, kind of fast forward a little bit. I'm dating this girl. And what's odd is that I'm dating this girl, and it was incredible happenstance. That we both actually grew up in the same town, and we met in the Midwest again. So we grew up in the same town. We knew each other. And then we meet up years later, 7 years later, whatever, 5 years later, don't even remember. In this town in the Midwest. I had no idea she was here. She had no idea I was here. And she's like, I have some friends up north. They're having a party this weekend if you want to come. Okay, sure. I'm down to party. And we get there, and it's town I never heard of. I'm not, and to be honest, you know, like, I've lived in the Midwest for about 10 years now. Maybe more. And I do not know like I wouldn't know 2 towns over. I just don't care. You know, I don't care to know. They're all the same. Where I live, legitimately, it feels like every town looks the same. They have the same crappy restaurants. They have the same, you know, crappy setup. There really is no difference between any of these towns, in my opinion. So we go up this town, a couple hours, like maybe 2 hours north, and we pull up to this house. And this house is like, it's like amazing. It's not a mansion, but it's a big stinking house. And you walk in the front door, and it's got one of those big front doors too. Like a normal door is what, 6'5", like in height. These are these like huge, like I think oak doors that are like, you know, they're carved into. And I get in there, and then you walk in, and it's like this big open great room into the kitchen with this big screen TV. And this is before like TVs were, you know, like $3 an inch basically. Like TVs are cheap as anything now. This is before that. And I'm like, I go to this girl. I'm like, hey, do his parents know that we're, you know, going to be partying at this house? I don't want it to be, you know, like they come home early and they find us and they kick us all out and we have to find a way home after we've had a couple of drinks. And she looks at me and she's like, no, this is his house. And dude was our age. He was in his, I think we were like 25 or 26 at the time. And I was like, what the I'm like, okay, it's a rich kid. It's a rich kid. Daddy bought him the house. Hey, you got your degree in psychology. Here's your house. You know, I thought it was one of those. And I started talking to the kid, and I'm like, hey, what do you do for a living? Dude was a carpenter. You know what he did? He went to trade school, and he became a carpenter. And he did not go to college. And he told me, he's like, look, you know what I did? I worked 9 to 5, and then when 5 o'clock rolled around, I said to myself, I could either go out with the boys and have a couple of beers, or I could take on 2 more jobs and do that. And I could save my money, and I can, you know, get what I want in life. And that's what he did. And I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't go to college, you're a loser. And then I looked, and I was living in that same exact time, I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment, scrambling to make rent. And this guy's living in this like 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, beautiful house. And he was the loser. He was the loser because he didn't go to college. What an asshole that kid was, right? I mean, he didn't go to college. I think that's kind of, we forgot to call our trusts, which was kind of silly here. Yeah, and I think that was what was wrong with my generation. Hopefully it's changed. I highly doubt it has. I'm sure that like I would have the feeling that, you know, schools like high schools probably have a pipeline from colleges where colleges probably feed them money to teach them the idea that we're gonna teach the idea that you're a loser if you don't go to college. Like we were, it was looked down upon. Oh, you know what? That kid's going to trade school because he's not smart enough to go to college. That's legitimately what we heard. Turns out that kid was smarter than everybody. Yeah, I don't know. But I just wish that, you know, schools would teach schools like high schools would teach like life stuff, like actual life stuff. Like, life stuff that would improve people's lives once they got out of high school. Teach me about a credit score. Teach me a wise way to use a credit card, because I don't know. I think a lot of kids that get that first credit card when they're a freshman in college see a $750 limit and say, that's $750 that I get to spend. It's my money. They're giving me this money to spend. So I don't want to be rude. Let me spend that money. And no, I got caught in that. I mean, I had probably the worst possible credit that you could probably have. Like, I just had it. Like, it was just a thing. You know why? Because I thought credit cards, for me, credit cards were meant for buying stuff that you couldn't afford. Hey, I really, really want that new, that PS5. I really want that PS5. Is there even a PS5 yet? I don't know. I'm not a console gamer. I really want that PS5, but you know what? I don't have $500. My checking account is $20, but I have this credit card that's got $1,000 on it. Let me put it on there. I'll be fine. Oh, I got my bill. Oh yeah, there's that PS5. Well, it says I could just pay $25. Let me pay $25. Okay, you do that for like a year. And then you do the math and you're like, okay, well, I've already paid, $200-300 on this, and it still says I owe $600. I don't want to pay that, so I'm just going to stop paying it, because these people are screwing me. And then you know what? Then you got collectors, then you got people suing you. I got so bad that this one credit card company, I found out that they were just guessing. They were guessing on what bank I used, and they were trying to like get in there and take the money out. Like, it was a bank that I had used, and then they were like looking at local banks. They're like, that's a local regional bank. Let's try that. Like, I forget how I found this out. I think it was like they'd sent me like legal documentations once I finally paid them off. But yeah, they were trying to just take the money out of my bank accounts that I owed them. But they didn't know where my bank accounts were. They had my social. They had my name. So they were just like sending letters to every bank trying to find it. That would be interesting to learn in school when you're 17, 18 years old. No, instead we gotta learn, I don't even know, what was something dumb that we learned in school? I mean, health class. I know you have to have health class, but health class was just a joke. I think we learned about the food pyramid. Is the food pyramid still around? If it is, I'm sure it looks totally different than what we spent 45 minutes a day in class doing. Teach me how to balance a checkbook. I had no idea and nobody uses a checkbook anymore. When I got out of school, we used checkbook still, but I had no idea how to balance that. Help me understand what a mortgage is. What is a mortgage? What does it mean? What do I need to do? I need X amount of down payment. Okay, that makes sense. If I don't have that kind of a down payment, then I have to pay special insurance on that. Okay. If I don't pay and it gets foreclosed on, do I get my money back? No? Really? That's crazy. I don't know. People need to learn. I think high schools need to teach you. They need to teach you life skills instead of this dumb shit they do teach you. Instead of telling you that you're going to be a loser if you don't go to college. I mean, you got to look at it sometimes too. Like I was watching this really dumb documentary. But it was like an orthodontist, and the orthodontist was a good orthodontist. He was like good at what he did. But he had like 300,000 in student debt. So like he had to like to get that paid off, you know, with like without the interest, like just basically eating him up. He had to pay like, you know, 7,000 or 8,000 a month. And it's like, geez, you know, like, okay, well, you look at these people that make that X amount of money, you're like, oh, I wish I could make that much money. But then you see what they're stinking paying. It's nuts. So the thing about me, then, let me also have a caveat here, is that I got my shit together. Now I think I have a 783 credit score. And it's a pretty easy way to get a 783 credit score, and that's only buy stuff that you can afford. You know, like it's pretty easy. Yeah, I want to get a new grill. Okay. Well, you make sure that you have. If you want to put it on a credit card, that's fine. If you want to, I'm okay with you putting it on a credit card. But you better have $200 in your bank account to then pay off that credit card as soon as that charge hits your card, because like again, the thing that you don't learn in school is that $200 purchase you made, if you don't pay that off, you know, within the first, you know, 1 or 2 cycles that you have it, that $200 grill becomes $220 grill, and then after a while it becomes a $300 grill. Then it becomes, you know, a $350 grill, and you think to yourself, hey, I would have really loved a $350 grill instead of that $200 grill that I got. Well, you paid that much for it if you pay that off over X amount of time. It's all just a scam. And I mean, like, I don't want to say that I found a way to beat the credit cards, because obviously nobody can beat the credit cards. They still have their millions upon millions of dollars of earnings. But for me, I have a limited number of credit cards, and I've given them. I make sure that I have these statements every month, and I look at the statements and I examine them, and I pay $0 and 0 cents in interest every year on all of them, because I pay them off in full. My one credit card, I actually use one credit card as my daily spender. Like, instead of a debit card, I use my this might be too much information given out, but I use my Fidelity. I have a Fidelity credit card, and the reason I have a Fidelity credit card is that I get 2% cash back, but I don't get the cash back. I don't get it like as cash, and I don't get it as statement credit. I get it as money that goes into an IRA that I have with Fidelity. That way, I'm spending money that I would spend anyway. I give myself a budget. I have X amount of dollars every week. I will spend X amount of dollars every week, and I'll put it on that Fidelity card. And then I will pay that off. And I'll pay it off at the end of the week. So my Fidelity card probably actually really hates me, because I'm paying 4 times a month. Geez, these tigers are still easy prey at 75. No wonder we got hammered. No wonder we got hammered the other night. But, yeah, they must hate me. I pay that stinking credit card 4 times a month. Because I'm like, here, X amount of dollars was my budget. I spent X amount of dollars. I'm going to pay that right now on Friday. Yeah, they must hate me, and I'm okay with that. I asked for a credit limit increase and they gave it to me, so I guess they're happy because I'm putting a ton of money into I'm charging a ton of money into it. So I guess maybe they don't have very many complaints. But yeah, no, I'm trying to game the system. If I lost my job or if my income was reduced greatly, then I would probably stop doing that. But it's a way to get money into an IRA, saving for retirement. Am I going to finance my whole retirement through 2% cash back? No. Is it going to help? Yes. I think I have like maybe $700 in there from this year alone. So yeah, that's $700 that I wouldn't have had, that I paid 0 interest on. So yeah. That's my rant. That's my rant of the night. I will limit myself to 1 rant a night. So yeah, I guess the idea becomes too is that they don't give you real world advice in high school, and that's when they should give you real world advice, I think. Okay, so another example for me. One of my, and I haven't talked to him in a while, and I should. One of my very, very good friends is a cop. He was a cop at a young age. I think in his early 20s he became a cop. Well, I was always told cops mean nothing. Oh, cops make nothing. Okay, well, this cop is going to retire before the age of 50. And he's currently making over $100,000. Okay, well, that sounds pretty damn good to me. Had I known that, like I was thinking cops made what people at the Gap did for folding T-shirts. And I said it's safer to fold T-shirts, so I'm sticking with the Gap. I'm sticking with the Gap, and I'm going to college because I'm not a loser. Yeah, no, I'm like, well, you know. Yeah, I think what is his it's not even his retirement, it's his pension? It's gonna be like, I think 50%. So he's gonna be just, hey, I'm catching, 50 grand a year for just retiring. Maybe that's not a lot to some people. In my world, that's a lot. 50 grand just for putting in, like, I think it was like, what, 25, 30 years of service? I'd do that. I'd do it in a heartbeat if I knew that. No, yeah, I thought, oh, cops make nothing. Same with teachers. Teachers, they make nothing. These teachers, they make nothing. Cold wave. Cool. Cool. Get it? Cool. Cold wave. Boo. Yeah, teachers. Now, I know not all teachers, so don't get on my back here. Not all teachers. I'll preface by saying that. Not all teachers. But some teachers, like we have, like I had said, I think I said this in one of my videos earlier back on, when I had, oh geez, did we just not get a Puru out, or did they die? Huh. I'm not sure. Not all teachers. But I lived like one town over from my condo that I had to leave because of the drug-related shootings that were happening there. One town over was this mega rich town. Super mega rich. And we had the teachers that worked there come into the bar that I worked at. And They were insufferable, the teachers. They're terrible. They were all young. They were all really young. And it was like, they were all banging each other, and they were all angry at each other for banging the other one. But they were making, like, again, they had you get every stinking holiday off. You get your summers off, and I think they were making like 70 grand a year. Is 70 grand a year are you wealthy doing that? No, but you're also getting like three months out of the year off. So you could decide what you want to do. You could just take 3 months and just lay on your ass. You could take that 3 months and, get another job. Oh, it's snowing out. I don't feel like driving to work today. Well, good news. You don't have to, because you probably have it off, and you have it off paid, That would be amazing. Can you imagine? Whoever's listening to this right now, can you imagine at your job if it started snowing and it was like 2 inches in the ground and your boss called you and said, hey, you know what? It's snowing out. We don't want you driving. Take tomorrow off paid. Come back when it's safe. You would like cry. You'd be like, I can't believe this is actually happening to me. Whose wild carrot did more? Oh my god, look at his wild carrot. That's not fair. His carrot's so much bigger than mine. Okay, so let's look for... Oh, there's a buffalo. Hello, Mr. Buffalo. I don't know what... I'm guessing you give us something. I don't know what it would be. But let's try. Let's see what you do, Mr. Buffalo. Alright, maybe we'll get to 30 and then we'll switch over to merit points. Oh, we got a snarl. That's not good. Let's kill that snarl first. And since we don't need you, let's... show off a little bit. Mandibular Bite. I'm not sure if I love it all that much, but it does do okay damage. Alright, Buffalo. Let's see what you got now. Definitely wanted to, What was that? What did he use? Snort? Snort. I'll take a snort. That came out wrong. Don't do drugs, kids. Alright, so what would we've gotten Death Scissors and Cold Wave. That's it so far. Big Horn. I like the sound of that too. Ooh, Lowing. I like the sound of that too. Did we learn anything? We did not learn anything. I am running low on mana. What did I do? 10 extra damage. Oh, fire. I thought I had my actual gear on. Bighorn again. Should probably look up what we're looking for. Maybe we do this. Rampant Gnaw. Ooh, he likes using Rampant Gnaw. Ooh. Ulagard. Ulagarand. Ulagarand. We'll go with that. Ulagarand milk. Some delicious buffalo milk for me. Let's have a little bit of fun. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Whoa. Is that a, is that an NM? I should have. I still haven't set magical fruit up there. I don't even know if these ones do foot kick. Yeah, I think 271 might be max. Let's see where we are on time for the recording. Another, again, professional YouTuber. That's professional, folks. You get to see all the wonderful items I have open right now. I have my Blue Mage Hunting Grounds. Here we go. You got this. Ooh. There's my favorites. You probably shouldn't see those. I think that's an NM. Frost Flambeau. Bleu. Do we have my phone down here? I'd say we kill it. Or we try to. We're 75. Not like we could get any let's get rid of you two. Get rid of all you. All you assholes. Definitely want a lot of MP. We go through MP like anything. One of the other things that I've planned is I'd want to do... I think we can, with our trust, we can farm Dynamis. It'll be very slow going. But I'd love to get the body piece for... I think it's in Bucidine. Dynamis Bucidine. I'm dumb. I have a couple of items, and I need to do that. What I really need to do is make, like, I need to make, like, 5 gear sets. I've made a couple. Like, and that's just basic stuff. I've made some, but I need to make more. Let's go halberd. More of these. Do you want to do Zed or 10? Let's do Zed. And we'll keep our hand on the trigger. We'll keep our hand on the trigger of headbutt. But hopefully Zed will have his hand on the trigger as well. And we found out that Jetstream actually is a little bit ranged, which is very nice. So we can do that. Okay, this may have been a bad idea. Wow, do you guys see this? What in the world was that? What? Maybe we shouldn't have, pulled him from afar. Wow. We'll have to look him up. We'll have to look up that fun little guy. See why he's so angry. 322, 401, 322. I don't know if this server is set to making them stop chasing you or not, but we're in a zone anyway. Screw that. What's going on, Zabata? Watch out for that Snarl coming your way. He's pretty angry. I don't know of many NMs that can legit. So his first one wiped out my shadows, and then he did 1,000 damage in a matter of, okay, the last one was 1030. The first one, so 9 seconds, he did 1,000 damage in 9 seconds. And I didn't even realize what was happening. I was like, because I was like, I aggroed and I jet streamed, I ran away. I was figuring he'd be following me. All right. Well, we're going to call it there. We'll probably be back in about an hour. We're watching something on TV, maybe finish that up. But we got Cold Wave and Death Scissors, which was fun. And we talked about life. Life, folks. No. We talked about just stuff. Again, I'm not trying to offend anybody. So hopefully I wasn't offensive, but I just wanted to talk about, you know, I wish that we were told at the ripe young ages of 16, 17, and 18 that you didn't have to put yourself in $100,000 worth of debt for a piece of paper saying that you could do a job that you might not ever get to do. And that a lot of people are in their 40s and 50s, 60s, and you even read this stuff about people who are retired, 70, 80 years old, and they still have student loan debt. That's fucking crazy. So yeah. I just wish people were real with you when you were younger. Tell me, hey, Hey, I'd like to be a, look, I know I'm a sensitive person and I want to help people. I want to be a psychologist. I wish somebody would sit you down and say, yeah, that's very noble. It's very nice. I'm just going to warn you that for every one psychologist position out there, there's 10,000 people with that degree, and many of them may have more experience or better grades than you. There's nothing wrong with becoming a plumber. There's plumbers out there that make like $60, $70 an hour. Like, how ridiculous is that? You work a 10-hour day, that's $700. That's like a Mercedes. You work one day and you could get a Mercedes. Like, I'll take that. So yeah, I guess I just wish that, like I said, I wish that people were honest with you when you were a kid. Because I was on that train. In my head, it was in the back of my head, you don't go to college, you're a loser. You're gonna be that guy. You're gonna be that guy at the end of the bar that, hadn't showered in a week, asking people to buy him a shot. That's the guy that didn't go to college. And it's like, no, that's probably the guy that did go to college. And he can't afford his student loan payments, and now he's just done with life. But yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too depressing. But I'd like to get your take if you want to give it to me. Let me know. Has anything changed in the high school curriculum where they tell you that you can live life without having to sell your soul to student loans? I don't know. Either way, I had a lot of fun making this. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Until next time, take her easy. Thank you.